Hey everybody, wanted to give you an update on what Bryan and I have been doing with his condition that we're trying to treat, as well as the nonprofit that both of us have started together, inspired by what we have found out about medical marijuana, about cannabis, about the wonderful things that it can do, and properly thank everyone who has donated.
Yeah, first and foremost, certainly want to say thank you to everyone. The list is continuing to grow, and we very much appreciate all of your donations, your support, your kind words, your love. It means everything to us, so thank you so much. Without you guys, I would probably be in a lot worse condition than I am today, so it means everything, guys. Thank you so much.
We wanted to take this moment for everybody who's willing to watch this video, to kind of break down why this? Why did we choose this? Why is this the path we're on now? For multiple reasons. One, so that you understand if you're donating, why you're donating, what your donations go towards, and where we're at. But also to kind of point out and lay the case for medical marijuana and cannabis in general for people who have things that Western medicine is not necessarily helping them treat. And so, to start with, let's tell you what he has. I'll let Bryan tell you what he has.
So what I have is Mycobacterium avium complex. It's called MAC. It's a microbacterial infection. It's an autoimmune related infection, and it's pretty serious. It's very resistant to different antibiotics, and what the doctors have me doing actually put me on an antibiotic regimen of 4 different antibiotics, one of which is through a PICC line in my arm. And a PICC line is an injection. It allows 2 ports. It's a line that goes in my arm into my chest, and allows IV injections of an antibiotic called amikacin. And I basically sat there for 4 months with this thing hooked up, 3 times a week for an hour a day each time. It's much like chemotherapy.
Yeah, like chemotherapy.
In fact, I was in an outpatient treatment center where I was literally sitting side by side next to chemotherapy patients. So, very significant, very serious antibiotics. Now, the problem is some of the major side effects of this antibiotic, amikacin, are potentially losing your hearing, kidney problems, hearing loss, potential vision issues, nausea constantly. So all these are potential side effects. Now the funny thing is the doctors didn't tell me that hearing loss, one of the biggest side effects, was pretty much guaranteed with the amikacin. And lo and behold, I now have to wear hearing aids because my hearing has diminished so much. I'm now required to wear hearing aids. So already an old man, and here I am 39 years old, right? So the antibiotics they had me on, and that was just the injection. So then I was on 3 different pill antibiotics, the mildest of which was zithromycin. Everyone knows what a Z-Pak is and how it's a pretty serious antibiotic when you have a pretty serious problem. Well, imagine taking that daily. So unfortunately, amikacin has hearing loss side effects, and as well as the azithromycin potentially has side effects, not as significant as the amikacin, but still can contribute to hearing loss. So the Western medicines have, while yes, they potentially are helping out my infection in my lungs, which we don't know for sure just yet, they certainly have caused some significant side effects. So at the time, medical cannabis was not an option for me. So I really had no choice but to take these antibiotics. Now, with the Rick Simpson oil and the rosin and everything that we're using for treating my problems, luckily we will have the benefit of a CT scan being conducted at the end of my treatment. So we'll have a baseline because prior to all of these treatments, we had a CT done. Then we had one done after my regimen of the injection, the IV treatments, and now we'll have another CT at the end of my regimen with the RSO. So we'll be able to see, we'll have documented proof as to where we stand with everything, and if it's improved it, and I really think it will. I'm really confident in that, and very obviously hoping that is the case. And again, it's what I couldn't do it without the support and love from all you guys. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much. So that's kind of where we stand. That's where we're at. All this started in 2013.
The CDC has come out and said that cannabis is a more powerful antibiotic than all the ones that he's taking. It can kill MRSA. It is just unproven and untested because of the stigma associated with cannabis. The stigma that has been intentionally put in place since the 30s and is still with us today. It has not allowed, much like the controversy around stem cell funding, has not allowed testing and funding of different studies to show what it can do. Although if you look up patent number 6330507, you will see that the Department of Health and Human Services have patented the cannabinoids in cannabis as something that cures cancer. So if you look up under Google Patents, if you look up that number 6330507, you will see that in 2003 or something, the government tried to patent a plant that was given to us by the universe, by nature, by God, however you want to look at it. It's our plant. We can treat MAC with antibacterial drugs and hope that they work. Bryan will most certainly be deaf in that case, but he'll be alive. But if there's an alternative that has no side effects at all, except making you sleepy, that can kill the bacterial infection in his lungs without making him deaf, I propose that we try that. And I propose that health insurance should pay for it. But they won't and they don't. So medical marijuana is legal in Arizona, so we can go to dispensaries and we have to find it at the cheapest price. It's crazy expensive. So to do the full treatment that we're trying to do, which is 60 grams in 60 days, $4,000 to $5,000. And we are on day, do you know? Day 18 or 19. We're almost halfway through, thanks to you and your generous donations. We have 40 days to go, plus. And so the charity that we've established is called Medicine for the People. It's a nonprofit. Bryan and I co-founded it to help people like Bryan. This GoFundMe, this effort to raise money is what we're going to be doing for other people who have cancer, Alzheimer's, other diseases that Western medicine can't fix. We're going to be helping raise money for them as well and teaching them how to make their own medicine at home.
So it's Medicine for the People, guys. It's on Facebook. Check us out. We'll have a website up going pretty soon. But Medicine for the People.
So we can raise money for the charity, which will help other people, and we are setting up those people with their own GoFundMe campaigns. This specifically for Bryan. So again, thank you for donating. If you want to donate more, you know now exactly what it is. Check out our videos on how we make our medicine. It's kind of interesting. It's not to get high. It's to treat a condition.
Absolutely. And again, thanks, you guys. Words can't express how much we appreciate your help.